You see 64 right there. In fact, the protesters, they've moved from Market and Tucker where we were, and they were trying to get on 64 here and 40. Police, they got here quickly and they blocked them off.
I want to point this out. We were traveling from downtown St. Louis, and check this out. This is ice on the side of our car here. This is because we were driving, the roads were wet, and that rainwater just kicked back up and it froze. We're giving you a good view this morning. We're so close that the mist from the water dumping on this fire is splashing us in the face. Take a look. You can see right now fire crews are fighting the flames of this warehouse at 39th and Park from in the air. We're also downtown this morning at Washington and Tucker at the Sprint store that sits on the corner here. Look at this. The windows already boarded up, and it's recovering after she was hit by a stray bullet in the heart of Maplewood yesterday evening. Police say this man right here, 32-year-old Scotty Lee, is wanted, still out there, so they need your help looking for him. We've heard some lawmakers say it before, quote, impeach the governor. It's something they've been wrestling with. We've actually switched locations this morning. We're closer to the river here in Port-au-Chasseau, right at the boat club. Check this out. This is the mangled mess we're seeing right here. This is a parking lot. Then they came in here and jacked this store for a couple computers and a few cell phones. We're told this guy's personal computer was stolen, cell phone was stolen. We're told it could be worth thousands of dollars. But this morning, we're also learning these two crooks could be behind another. This is a wild one. Deputies say this guy tried to get away without paying for $6 worth of gas here at this gas station. He ultimately got away stealing a deputy's squad car. News 4 was the first to break this story and the only ones there in Washington County where the suspect got caught. 42-year-old Timothy Hopkins sitting behind bars this morning after detectives say he took a Jefferson County Sheriff's car. This after getting arrested at the Festus Express Smart gas station right before 9:30 last night.
It's really scary, especially for the other customers that were on the lot.
A cashier saw the whole thing. She says Hopkins pumped $6 worth of gas, came inside and told her he was waiting for his girlfriend to come pay. Police say the girlfriend was not with him but later showed up. Police say Hopkins got in his red truck, tried to drive off without paying, but was stopped by a Jeffco deputy who happened to be at the gas station.
I didn't know what to expect. Over $6 of gas. I didn't think somebody was going to just try to steal a police officer's car.
Hopkins was arrested and placed on the front seat of the squad car. Somehow he hopped in the driver's seat and drove off, nearly hitting several customers in the parking lot. Overnight, deputies in Washington County spotted that squad car,
where we pursued the vehicle through the fields and into the woods, where the vehicle came to a stop in a creek bank, where the subject was apprehended without incident.
Now, Hopkins got pretty banged up while trying to get away from deputies. Coming up at 6:45, we're going to detail how tough it was for these deputies to get this guy off the streets. That's coming up in just about 45 minutes. For now, we're live in Festus this morning. I'm Justin Andrews, News 4. Just got off the phone with the police captain this morning. A moment ago, he confirmed all three of these victims are under 18 years old. He says right now there is still no suspect information to give out, but they are following several leads. The scene from last night thick with people and police. This yellow crime tape allowed detectives to pick up any evidence to help determine how this all went down. It happened on Westwood Drive in the evening in Cahokia around 7:30 yesterday. Police got there and one young man was pronounced dead on scene. This morning, the captain says the second victim has critical injuries but is stable. The third victim is in pretty bad shape with very critical injuries. One woman says she knew one of the victims.
I heard a scream. I can't stop hearing the mom scream in my head.
When she found out what happened.
Wow, very raw and real emotions from that neighbor this morning. I've also put in a call to the coroner's office to get the name of the victim who died. We should get that later this morning. I'm back at 6 o'clock with another live report. We're live in the newsroom this morning. I'm Justin Andrews, News 4. I got a tip about this an hour before it happened. We watched and rolled as 32-year-old Scotty Lee, who showed no sign of emotions, walked in these doors at police headquarters.
Have anything to say to us, Lee? Nothing? Don't have anything to say?
32-year-old Scotty Lee had nothing to say to News 4 cameras as he turned himself in to police headquarters. This is video you will only see right here on 4. Lee is the one with the white dress shirt escorted by his attorney, Dramond Foster.
Well, obviously, he's extremely remorseful for what has transpired. However, we're confident that once this case is completely over, that he will be exonerated of these charges.
Lee is the man accused of pulling the trigger at Ballpark Village Sunday night, killing Corey Hall. Lee's attorney says he got a call from the suspect yesterday morning while Lee was out of town working, asking for representation. The attorney says Lee is a truck driver. Foster says he quickly recommended Lee turn himself in fast. The two walked inside police headquarters at 9 o'clock this morning, told the desk person he was ready to turn himself in. Minutes later, someone with police came down and walked the two up.
That right now would be the best time, 9 o'clock, to turn himself in, to set the tone at this point that he's going to be fighting to have his name exonerated of these charges.
Now, Claire, this is something a lot of people wanted on social media. They were actually on Facebook posting, begging this man to turn himself into police. We watched that happen hours ago. This is a story we will continue to follow throughout the day and the weeks to come. We're live downtown at police headquarters. I'm Justin Andrews, News 4.
Just feet away from the old State House sits a steakhouse.
An awful lot of damage.
I had to come lay eyes on it. Had to see it happen.
Erica Chambers used to work here under a different name.
Everybody remembers the good times that we had up here.
Memories gone. Del Timmerman is the town's historian.
It's a terrible shame, but big fire last night, obviously.
Late Monday night, a fire took over. The roof collapsed, walls crumbled, leaving this popular restaurant on this historic corner destroyed.
Not a very lucky place. There's been 4 fires here since 1969.
Evans Hotel used to sit here.
We were shocked that it was gone.
An insurance company next door also damaged. The destruction quite a sight for people who live here. They think it's an electrical issue that sparked the flames, but fire investigators are still working to determine exactly what caused this fire.
I don't think they'll be rebuilt, but I hope they do.
There's no way you can do anything but knock that down.
In downtown Vandalia, Justin Andrews, News 4.